Hello everyone. Recently I really got into Pokémon. Fake Mom. And just Pokémon regions in general. So I have decided to create a region based on cryptids, aliens, and general paranormal activity, called the Hidden Region, which comes from the Old English word for hidden, and is not related to the Star Wars character. But I wanted to be more cinematic when introducing this region as well as their Pokémon. So, I now present to you Pokémon Deep Dark and Pokémon Shallow Skies. And yes, I built all the backgrounds in Minecraft. It was an average day in the Hidden region. The dawdlers were crawling through the grass. Startleys and fletchlings sit in the trees as they sing their sweet songs. It was a cloudy day, but that won't deter you from being in a good mood. It may be a good day for everyone else, but it was quite a special day for you. For today is the day you start your own Pokémon journey. You make your way to the lab of Professor Chestnut. But when you arrived, something seemed wrong. The lab was dark with the only light illuminating from the windows. You find a table with a couple of Pokémon balls, some files, and a DVD with a sticky note attached to it that read, "Play me." Behind the table was a counter with a small TV with a DVD player next to it. You obey the demands of the sticky note and put the DVD in the player. The screen lights up to show Professor Chestnut. "Hello dear trainer." Chestnut greeted. "If you're watching this, that means I am unable to be here to help you start your Pokémon journey for various reasons. Field exploration, holidays, vacations, dentist appointment, being kidnapped." The professor chuckled. That last one was a joke. But before I have left for anything, I have set up everything you need to start your journey to. In front of you are 3 Pokeballs, each containing an incredibly rare Pokémon. I only ask that you not be greedy, and only pick one Pokémon. After you pick, there's bags in the cabinet below the TV that contain Pokeballs to help you catch even more Pokémon. Anyways, that's all. Have fun and hopefully I'll get to meet you soon. The video ends and you look back down at the Pokeballs and files in front of you. And you start to read through the information on the Pokémon in front of you. Now that long intro is out of the way, let's get focused on those Pokémon. First up we have the grass starter, Sprutman. This Pokémon's name is the combination of Sprout and Man. This lil fella is inspired by the Grassman, a cryptid that is similar to Bigfoot. As soon as I heard its name, I knew from the name alone that he needed to be the grass starter. Although he only looks like a little bush, he'll grow into something very big and scary. Next up we have our fire starter, Fulferno. This Pokémon's name is the combination of Full, a young horse, and Inferno, a huge fire that's difficult to control. But if you're Dante, it means hell. The cryptid this Pokémon is based on is called the Headless Motorcyclist of Elmore Road. Very lengthy name, I know. Other inspirations I had for this Pokémon was Ghost Rider, Headless Horseman, Go-Go from Big Hero 6, and Fawns. This also technically follows the trend of fire starters being based on the animals from the Chinese zodiac. In this case, the horse. Last but not least is our water starter, who has a secondary fairy typing, Spall. This Pokémon's name is the combination of Spawn, the technical name for frog eggs, and Spell. The cryptid this Pokémon is based on is the iconic Loveland Frogman. I'm aware that there's already a frog water starter, But I was really set on having the Frogman as the water starter instead of your average lake monster. So to differentiate it from Froakie, I went for a Poliwag style evolution that mimics an actual frog's life cycle. I also went for a magical theming with its name. Is because sometimes the Frogman is depicted as having a wizard hat and wand. I leaned into that even more by making this little fellow look like a crystal ball. Once you picked your starter and grabbed your bag full of supplies, you head off onto the trail towards the first gym, abandoning the creepy lab. As you walk, you wonder to yourself who would get the other two Pokémon. Who would be brave enough to go into that spooky lab? So that is the end of part 1 of your adventures in Pokémon Deep Dark and Shallow Skies. For the next video I'll be introducing the first stages of our early game Pokémon. But until then, I want to know what all of you think so far. Which starter do you pick for your team? And why? What other cryptids do you want there to be Pokémon versions of? What are some predictions for what these starter evolutions would look like? Leave your thoughts in the comments below and I'll see you next time.